Hey folks, my name is Shahzaib Heather. I'm currently learning Python, and today I'm going to solve one of the CTF challenges using the Python language. So let me share my screen with you guys. This is the challenge. Nice netcat. It is on picoCTF website. The description of the challenge is there is a nice program that you can talk to by using this command in a shell. This is the command. It's using netcat. There's some kind of address and then the port number, but it does not speak English. Honestly, I tell you, I didn't understand this question or description properly. So without wasting any time, you just have to copy this stuff, this command, and there's a web shell available. If you are using Linux, you can do it there as well. So I have already made my account in here. So I'm just gonna copy and paste the command. Okay, so the data that we received in response of the command is some kind of numbers that might be decimal, hexadecimal, or something. We just have to copy all of this data in a file for future use. So I have already did this in my downloads folder already. There is a file and the data is here. So I told you it's already been done in here with the name picoCTF1.txt. So before proceeding this, we can check the hints as well. There are hints given. These are for your help if you're new to the website, because I'm already new. So I also use these ones. You can practice using netcat with this picogym problem. Netcat is not new to me. I knew this already, this tool. So I just skipped this one. You can learn if you need this. Hint number 2, you can practice reading and writing ASCII with this picogym problem. So there is a link of one more picoCTF that will redirect you to the other CTF, and that's basically is going to help you in solve the first PTF, CTF. Skip. So the description of this CTF is, if I told you a word that started with this number in hexadecimal, what would it start with in ASCII? So it's basically like converting the hexadecimal number into the ASCII. So how you gonna solve it? There's just a very simple formula. I'll tell you. So once it is okay, let me show you. The number was 70 in hexadecimal, and we have to convert it into the ASCII. So it's like first we have to convert the hexadecimal into decimal number. So that's like int into 70 with the base 16. Hexadecimals always have base 16, and so you just press hit the button. It's the number we received is 112. And so one thing is that if you want to convert it into the ASCII, just do one more thing. Use the character function, pass the value of the decimal, and it's like P. So the ASCII value against this hexadecimal is P. So this is just a very nice formula we can use. So we can just note it down in here. Well, we can do one more shortcut is like character int into, again, we copy this value. That's it. And it's directly going to give us the number. So we'll copy the formula in here. Just in case you need this, I'm gonna little bit, make it zoom in so you can look at it easily. Okay, I'm hopeful it is visible now. So first we have to read the contents of this file in Python, whatever IDE environment you are using. I'm currently using Spider. I'm more comfortable with this one. That's the reason. So I'm just gonna clear the terminal. Okay, so I'm just gonna load the file with open C users is IDE is very easy to use. That's the reason I always use this one. Users, okay, and HP, then downloads, and then we have picoCTF. Okay, yep. One thing is that you have to change in here with forward slash with the backslash when you're doing in Windows directory as flip, and you're just gonna read the contents of the file. So flip dot read, and you're just gonna save those into a text or data, whatever you like. So we can just run this command, and we can see already in here this data. I highly recommend the Spider. You can view the data in here. Like you took this function and this data in here, you'll see everything in here in variable tab. So once this is done, you remember the formula? We have to convert these numbers into the int form and then into the character function. So let me see if the data that we have got, uh, what type of data is that? Is the form of the string. So I told you that you have to convert it into the int data type. So you can do like int into data, and it do invalid literal for int. I think I passed the whole string. So let's do this for the first index. Yep, it's done. But we cannot perform operations on the string. One thing is there's a concept like in Python. I don't know with the other languages, but in Python you cannot modify the string because right now the data is in string format, so you cannot modify this one. So we have to convert it into some kind of like dict list. So that's very easy. Data list. We just gonna declare a variable and data dot split. This method is going to split the data fully. Yep. So we got the data list in a form of list. Now we can check the type. It's a list, right? So now if we check the its indexes, because in the list you can work on indexes. So index of 0 is string, still is string. Oh, we didn't convert it yet, but we can check. It's 112. Okay, it's type of string. So, but we can convert it into the int data type. It's like, okay, now if I check it this way, what's the data type? Because int is the requirement. So this is how we can convert index by index the value in a data list into the int data type, and then we can, once this part is done, then we can pass all the list into the character function, and our job will be done hopefully. So let's do it. For this, I have to use a loop because I cannot do it one by one. So for loop for items in data list, items dot can do one thing. Items I have to declare an empty list here. Li1 is like my empty list. So I can append all the items that will be converted into the int data type. I will append those all into an empty list so I can get all them in one place. Li1 dot append and okay, let's do it. If I run this one, it's done. If I check my data in here, okay, I got all of these. Let's do this print by one. So we got all those in a list. Let's see the type. If it's converted into the int data type or not, no, it's done. So this part is done. We got the list. Now we just have to pass this list into the character function. So it's very easy. It's not going to take time. What if we declare one more list in here, li2 equal to, yeah, I just declare this list in here and I do the next thing is for I in li1, so this pass the list and I'm gonna append those li2 dot append. So all the items in li1 will go one by one into this method from character that will convert it into the ASCII values, and we will gonna append all of these values with the list too. So then we can solve it further. So hopefully it should be okay. We just have to print it. Let's view the li2. It's done. It's picoCTF. I think we got the wolf rag in here, but we have to check in here because we have to copy this as well. So li2 print, we can see this more visibly in like this one print. So we got the data in this form. We have to refine this a little bit. So what we can do is like we can use the join method dot join, and we're gonna pass the value list. We're gonna pass the list one. Okay, so with this list, suppose if I join all these values with the comma, there's a space, comma, space. So what if I only join all these values with the comma, like if I pass the comma in here and if I run it, it's given in this form. So you can try with this thing, like if I could put in here like a colon, it should present different results like this way. So we don't need this one. We just need this, and it's more in more refined form. There's still commas in here. We should remove this, and let's see what changes we get in here. So I can do one more thing on the same line. What if I do replace of the old one is the one that you want to replace with, so it should be the comma value with what you want to replace. I don't want to replace it with anything. I just want nothing in here, so I can just pass the empty string. And if I run it, that this is solved. So we just want to see this how it's looking. We can just say like print and run it. So its complete form is like this one. So you just copy this thing and go in here. Now it's the warm up is the here. So just put the flag in here. And Ray, you have correctly solved this challenge again because we have already done with this challenge. So that's the reason. Hopefully, you would like this video. It's a little bit lengthy just because I wanted to clear the concepts. Why I converted it into the first into the int, then I have to pass it into the character. How the lists are going to work. It's a little bit different, but the purpose is it's not just to solve the challenges. You can find multiple videos on YouTube. You can find the medium articles just to get the answer. But the purpose is not to deliver the answer. Purpose is to give a little bit concept as well. If you want to solve more CTFs, I guess picoCTF website should have more one. So I'll be solving more challenges and see you guys later.